Good afternoon. Glad that you've chosen to spend some time studying the Bible with us today. Today we're looking at Genesis chapter 1, verses 24 to 31. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. So we've reached the end of not the end of creation week, but the end of the actual creating. And we see now the culmination of everything that's been done. So God's already made, he made the the earth, he made the light, he separated everything. Then he started filling what he'd already made. So he had separated the sea from the dry land. He filled the sea with fish. He separated the firmament from the ground, and he separated the air he filled the air with birds. Now he's got the land, and he fills it with all the animals. And he even gives some sort of classification there. You've got livestock, you've got other animals, and then you got the things that creep on the ground. So, bugs and the little things that are there. And it was all then. It was made, everything was good, and then things get different because now God speaks and he says, "Let us make man in our image." And so God is going to make man, and I'm using the word man in the collective sense. So man, people, like cattle is bulls and heifers, man, men and women. He makes man. But he says it's going to be different. First of all, he says, "Let us." So you can read different views on why God speaks this way. I think we know God is Trinity. Some commentators will say, well, they didn't have a concept of the Trinity in the Old Testament. They kind of did in a way. We have, this sort of a thing where God speaks. Now, those same commentators would say, no, it's like the royal we. Okay, whatever. But we know in the context of the full revelation now with Jesus, we know this is the case. You can read at the beginning of John's Gospel that Jesus was there at creation. Nothing was made without him, nothing was made that was made. So it is Trinitarian in the sense that we know looking back. Also, he's made all these other things. Some things he just said, "Let there be," and there was. But when he gets ready to make man, it's going to be different. And everything about man is different. Man is created in the image of God. That means an awful lot, more than we'll ever have time to say in these short form kinds of talks. But for one thing, man is a creature with an eternal soul. Man knows right from wrong. Man is made in the image of God in that he is creative. God is a creator God and man is creative. And in these ways and many more, man is created in the image of God. And because he is made in the image of God, he is different. People are not the same as other animals. We are not just one more type of mammal that roams the earth. There are a lot of people, sadly far too many, that think there is no problem at all in killing a human baby, but if they caught you killing a puppy or breaking an eagle's egg, you'd be in big trouble. That is not God's way. Man is special, mankind, and special because made in the image of God. Mankind is given a couple of directives, and he says, subdue the earth and have dominion over it. And this is sort of I don't know, some people get bothered if I say militaristic, but it is what it is. It's sort of militaristic language. You conquer a place and then you exert dominion over it. So man is to take possession of the earth and exercise dominion over it. Not in a bad way, not in a harsh way, of course. We're made in the image of God. We're to act like God would act. And so we are to have dominion over everything else. Again, showing that man is different than everything else. We can also learn here a verse that will bother some in, well, especially the last few years, not so much today, but still some. Man is two genders, male and female. God created them. And so that is just the way it is. Pardon my clock. Also, we see that after God creates man, then he makes this statement that he's going to give all the plants, all the seed-bearing plants and all, they're going to eat that. And all of the animals are going to eat that too. And the reason is got a lot more to do with like current vegetarianism would think. The reason is because at this point in the creation, everything is good. And everything being good, there is no death. And so there are not animals killing one another. People are not killing animals. Adam and Eve don't go slaughter a bull and have a steak. God provides their food. And he provided it through the plants. So that on that last day of active creating, God doesn't just say, he says, he creates something and says it was good. He looks around and says, very good. In God's very good world, there is no death and suffering. So often we wonder, or we're asked the question, if there's really a God, why is there so much death in the world? Well, the answer is going to be in the next couple of chapters, but since you could read it for yourself if you haven't already, the answer is because man sinned. Man tainted God's perfect world, not by being in it. Man is not the virus. Sin is the problem. It was never God's intention. God's intention was a very good world. And his solution is not to eliminate man. It's not even to reduce the number of people, as some would suggest. No, the solution is Jesus Christ. The solution is let's get rid of the sin. Let's deal with the sin problem. And Jesus came to live and die on a cross and to be raised again so that we might do that. Well, I hope that you're having a great day today. I hope that you are staying in the Word, and we will be back in the Scripture. Ready for chapter 2 now, finally, of Genesis next time. God bless.